Hello friends. So today I am with Dr. Priyanka, and Dr. Priyanka is a cardiologist, and she has done her MBBS from uh, IGMC Shimla, then her post graduation from Nair Hospital Mumbai, and then her DM from IGMC Shimla. So she is now working in Ambala Civil Kent Hospital, and above all, she is my real sister. So Doctor Sir, welcome to this beautiful session.
Thank you very much.
So first of all, I'm just curious to know that as you are a cardiologist, so and heart health, what I see in India is very much underrated and ignored. So how do you rate the heart health of the people of India?
Well, if we see recently, we know that India is becoming a diabetic capital. So all heart problems are very much seen in diabetic patients. So as it has already become diabetic capital of the world, so it is soon going to become capital for all the diseases related to heart, in which majority of these are like heart attacks, heart failures, and other like even diseases which are seen in poor population, which are like RSD, valvular diseases like valve leak hona, or sub, these all are included.
Okay, so now it's you are prophesizing that very soon we are going to become the heart attack capital or heart disease capital of the world as well. So I'm just curious to know that what are the reasons for it? Is it the lifestyle? Is it the dietary pattern, or is it the genetic makeup of the Indians which is responsible for the poor heart health of the people of India?
Well, everything contributes. So I can divide it into like modifiable risk factors which you can change, and some are non-modifiable risk factors which you cannot change. Which includes modifiable risk factors include like some patients have diabetes, so you can control your diabetes. Some patients have blood pressure, you can control that. Your weight, you can control that. Then cholesterol levels, these all things can be controlled. And some are like non-modifiable risk factor like gender. Males have higher proportions of heart attacks, family history you cannot change, age you cannot reverse that. So these things cannot be reversed, but the modifiable risk factors like dietary patterns, your cholesterol, your control of BP, smoking, control of diabetes, these all can be changed. So these all contribute to like early age having heart attacks, and all even in the later disease with multiple heart attacks one after another, because patients are still not aware of the like precautions which they have to take, their dietary patterns, their risk factors control. Okay.
Okay. So, what I can see that there are multiple factors for the heart attacks, and there are certain factors which we can control, and we should try to control. Doctor, I have seen that sometimes some people that say that you should use olive oil, and though olive oil is not natural to India, it is not naturally found in India. It's the product of countries like Mediterranean countries like Italy, but still, in many advertisement I see that we should take olive oil or some other oil they prefer. They are discarding this mustard oil, which is usually used in Indian diets. So, what's your opinion about that? How oil plays the role in heart attack, and if there is need of changing it, so it should be replaced with which oil?
Okay, well, one of my senior once said, if God wanted that people Indian should eat olive oil, then there must be olive should be there. So we don't have much olives. So this is just hype for olives and olive oils. Yes, olive oil is best, but seeing our geography, seeing our genetics and all, we don't like say like eat olive oil only. There is no one oil which is perfect. Always you should eat combination means like you can keep 2 3 oils like sunflower oil, okay, even like olive oil if you want to use, and you can eat even just best oil is like you can say that even sarso kachi khani sarso oil, that is also fine. You should not use refined oil. So you can keep all these 3 oils, you can change them. Like in 1 week maybe you are making food in one oil, in another, like after next week you can use other oil. So this combination will be very helpful for everyone. And and people say like make suggest some diet or suggest something. It is very 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 hard to follow a diet. So everyone should know what should be the how you should eat and what you should not eat. I mean, you should everything in moderation is fine. Even diabetic patients eating mango, one slice, maybe once a week, it's fine.
Okay.
You should eat everything, but in moderation. Some things are totally wrong, but like you cannot eat deep fried food. You cannot use banaspati. Banaspati is dalda ghee.
Okay.
That is absolutely wrong. You cannot eat refined oil. That is totally wrong. And ghee, you should never cook anything in ghee. All good properties of ghee are lost when it is cooked.
Okay.
So if you want to use ghee also, then you can apply like little bit ghee on your chapati if you are very fond of it. Otherwise, 1.5 teaspoon of ghee is allowed, but it should not be cooked. It will lose all its good properties. So I'll say, like, you don't like spend your too much money focusing on olive oil and everything. You can use even sarson ka tel, you can use any safola oil, you can use any oil except refined oil, but it should be mixed. And every very never use deep fried like puri, samosa, fries. These all are very harmful, because every time you cook an oil, all good fats there are. One is like PUFA is polyunsaturated fats, MUFA is monounsaturated fats. So higher the amount of PUFA, that is polyunsaturated fats, then good is the oil. Okay. And another third thing is trans fat, which is totally harmful. So every time you cook the oil, you heat the oil, trans fat increases.
Okay.
So deep fried things have a lot of trans fats. So never use deep fried things. And every time घर में जो सादा भोजन कम नमक कम तेल में बना हुआ, that is the best for everyone.
Okay.
And there's like few things. If you want to eat milk, if you want to have milk, you can have milk also, even 100 to 200 ml of milk after removing the cream. You can use that.
Okay.
You can eat lassi, but 100 to 2 ml is allowed. And you should eat vegetables, fruits. All these have antioxidants. Good, this will help you on the long run in every aspect of your health. Like these are anti-cancer. These protect you from, improve the immunity. These protect you from heart attacks. These protect you from sudden, worsening of your, like if the patient is having stable heart disease, it prevents the worsening of that heart disease also. Okay.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर साहब, इट वॉज क्वाइट एनलाइटनिंग सेशन, क्योंकि यहाँ पर एज यू आर माई यंगर सिस्टर, बट एज वी बोथ स्टेड इन हॉस्टल since our childhood, so we are not very well acquainted with each other's food habits, because you were eating in your hostel mess, I was eating in my hostel mess. And I just want to confess today that in my home, even I used to sort the food into the ghee. So as you told me that once you heat the ghee, you destroy its all good properties. So मैं यही कहूँगा सबको कि ये जो घी में तड़का लगाने से कम कर दें आप, ये ना सोचें, क्योंकि मेरा भी यही कन्विक्शन था डॉक्टर साहब। इवन मैं भी यही मानता था कि जो हम घी में तड़का लगाते हैं वो इसलिए लगा रहा था मैं, क्योंकि मुझे लगता था कि तेल ज़्यादा हार्मफुल है। बट एज नाउ माई आइज़ आर ओपन बाय यू, सो आई विल नॉट डू दैट नाउ। एंड वन मोर थिंग दैट व्हाट आई कैन टेक आउट फ्रॉम योर दिस थिंग, क्योंकि कि भाई हमें ऑलिव ऑयल इज़ नॉट कि ऑलिव ऑयल ही खाना है, जैसा कि कहा डॉक्टर साहब ने कि हम वन ऑफ हर सीनियर, उसने कहा कि अगर भगवान चाहता है, गॉड विशेज़ कि हमें ऑलिव ऑयल खाना है, तो शायद ऑलिव्स इंडिया में होते हैं, पर जब हमें नेचर ने वो चीज़ नहीं दी है, और तो इसका मतलब ये है कि हम जो है बिना ऑलिव ऑयल के वी कैन मेंटेन हार्ट हेल्थ। एंड सेकंड, जो डॉक्टर साहब आपको मेरी बहुत अच्छी चीज़ लगी कि डीप फ्राइड चीज़ें, जैसे अगर मैं आपको देखूं तो हमारे इंडियन डाइट में डीप फ्राइड चीज़ों का बहुत ज़्यादा चलन है। वी यूज़ लॉट मनी डीप फ्राइड थिंग्स लाइक वीट समोसाज, कचोरीज एंड पूरीज, even sometimes pranthas. So we should, I think that you are saying that we should not use that. And in oil also, we should not use only one oil, we should use diverse oils, variety of oils like kachi ghani ka tel, like coconut oil, but we should not use banaspati as you said. It's, I think it has dalda ghee, that is totally harmful. So it was a very eye-opening thing for me, Dr. Saab. I think many of people now have learnt that which kind of oil they should use in their food and how they should use these oils. Dr. Saab, one more thing. I have seen many friends are smokers. Many of my friends are smokers. They smoke a lot. And but sometimes when I ask them and when I scold them and I say them, yeah, you should not smoke, then they say that we are just social smokers. We smoke occasionally. My question is this, because somewhere I read that the smoking is very harmful for your heart. It is related to coronary diseases, and I'm just curious to know that how harmful it is, and if somebody is not having a strong willpower, and he is not finding it easy to leave the smoking, then how much cigarettes he can smoke in a day? This is not my question, this is question of the people who are there in my friend circle. So please let us know that what can we do with it, and what's your take on it?
See, one thing you should never do, that's smoking. Even one cigarette, 10 cigarettes, everything is equal. Social smoking is nothing. You should have to stop it. You will have to stop it. And I'll say a few things like smoking, even for cardiac diseases, means for heart diseases. Once you leave smoking for 5 years, then your risk for heart diseases is equal to the one who has not smoked.
Okay.
But this is only and only for heart diseases.
Heart disease.
But for others, if you once you smoked maybe for 10 years or 15 years, your lungs will always be affected. It will never change.
The damage is irreparable.
Damage is there because many people come to us, maybe 70s 80s, then you ask them like, do you smoke? They say no. Once you ask them like, life में कभी smoke किया है? तो वो कहते हैं हाँ 20 साल पहले करते थे. But वो जो lungs में damage हुआ, that will never will be reversed. हाँ, tar will, your lungs will be expanded. You will have like persistent dyspnea, and you cannot do much for that. You will, and as you grow old, your lung capacity already decreases.
Okay.
And smoking will decrease it further. So and even there are other, like it causes lung cancer, it causes bladder cancer, a lot of things. So one thing you should never do, like totally no, is for smoking.
Okay.
Another thing is, like everyone is, it's like you go and never look back. But I'll tell you the real like scenario. Like people cannot smoke in one go, cannot quit smoking in one go. So it happens, you quit maybe for 2 or 3 months, then you come back. But it is fine. You have to give it like 1 or 2 or 3 tries, and definitely you will be successful. Just keep trying. And I'll say like within third, to everyone, I have seen many people like they have tried once, they have tried twice, but thrice, then they never went back.
Okay.
So you don't get demotivated like I tried but I could not do it. Smoking is totally no. Like even I'll talk about alcohol also. Alcohol you should not.
That was my next question.
I'll talk about alcohol also. Alcohol is like, some people say red wine is fine. Yeah, fine, it's fine. But still, it has other, because it is very tough to keep things in moderation.
Okay.
Once you start.
Absolutely. Right.
Once you start, if you have that much control that you can keep in maybe 1 or 2 pegs per day. Per day is also like too much.
That's hardly possible.
That is not possible. So occasionally you can drink. But you should never smoke occasionally also.
Okay.
That is totally no. Okay, thank you.
Dr. Shah, as it is, we see lot many advertisement also, and we talk to lot many people. So they say that physical activity is very important if you want to keep your heart health good. But nowadays I am reading, newspaper, and I am seeing that the people who are very fit, who look physically very stout, fit, their body BMI is absolutely okay, but still these people are getting heart attacks. The people who are visiting gym regularly, they are getting heart attacks. I just want to know that why this is happening.
Okay, mostly I'll say like if you will trace the history of such people, they are chronic smokers and they used to smoke a lot. And once I'll start like after 30, at least you should get your annual checkup. And in annual checkup, you should at least do, I'll say basic tests, like you should rule out diabetes, you should rule out how much are your cholesterol levels, and basic tests like CBC, LFTs, and cholesterol test. And one is TMT. TMT is like your like how much you can run without pain or without ECG changes. That will definitely, if you have any severe heart disease, that will 100% will be ruled out. Means minor things may be there that can be missed, but like such things which causes sudden heart attack, all those things will be definitely ruled out. So at least after 30 you should go for annual health checkups. And you can, I guess, this much you can invest. It will only take maybe 3,000 or 4,000 rupees. Okay. And another thing you were asking, like how to start, I'll just say like how to start physical activity. So people who have like very sedentary life and they don't have any heart disease, so they can and they don't have any symptoms, so they can start like with moderate physical activity. Moderate physical activity includes like like jogging, like playing doubles badminton, all these are like moderate physical activity. And once you are accustomed with that, then you can start, increase it like vigorous. But if you have any heart disease or if you have any symptoms, then first you go for a checkup and see if there is anything serious. If doctors allows you, then you start, because sometimes people get very motivated and like we will do, and suddenly they have some complication. So these are like, if you don't have any heart disease, you don't have any symptoms, then you can start from moderate physical activity. And once you have some symptoms, then once visit your physician, rule out any disease, and then if he tells you like okay, you can go ahead, then you can start your physical activity accordingly.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Saab. So, what I learned from it, that people who are regularly visiting gym but still they are having heart attacks, because the reason maybe that they are the chronic smokers, they are smoking for a long time, or if even they are having some problems and they are working out without getting it checked from their physician. So if you are having some problem in your heart, if you are anticipating it or you are apprehending it that there may be some problem in my heart, then before starting any exercise or physical activity, you must get yourself checked up by a physician. Also, doctor, one more thing which I'm curious to know. Nowadays I have seen that people are getting heart attacks, and heart attacks they come all of a sudden. Few days ago I heard a news that a driver, while driving the bus, he got a heart attack. And what I have seen, that and sometimes some people are saved if they are immediately treated, but sometimes we lose lives because the treatment is not provided at the right time. And it's irony that in our country this health education is very poor. So everybody who is around us is not very much educated that what should we do when we are facing a road accident or when we are facing any heart attack, that how should we tackle it. So we don't have the luxury of those wise people around us in a country like us. So my question is this, Dr. Saab, that I want through you, I want to educate people also. What should be our first step, or what should be our first aid with ourselves? Because if like कुछ दवाइयाँ ऐसी होती हैं जो घर में रहनी ही चाहिए, कुछ ऐसी चीज़ होती हैं कुछ ऐसी दवाइयाँ होती हैं जो हमारी पॉकेट में होनी चाहिए. So is there any medicine which you will recommend that people should carry it with themselves, or especially the people who are facing some problem, or who are having some chest ache? Is there any medicine? If there is any, so if there is any medicine, so kindly tell us that what is that medicine which we should have, and what should be the first action when you see somebody having heart attack, or you are feeling like that it may be a heart attack. How can you? Sometimes I have seen that people misjudge heart attack as a chest ache, as a pain in the chest. So what's your say on that?
Okay, I'll just divide heart attack. If you say broadly, it is the broad category CAD, that is called coronary artery disease. So it can be divided into first a stable CAD, other is like unstable CAD. Stable CAD is like when you walk, then you have chest pain, any exertion which is causing chest pain, and it is relieved when you take rest. This is classical stable CAD. So it can be like you can go to regular checkup and you can checked out, and according to a cardiologist or a physician you can take treatment. Another category is heart attack. So heart attack it can be divided into 3 types of heart attacks are there. Means unstable CAD is it, like you were having chest pain, but it is now earlier you used to walk maybe 1 kilometers or maybe 2-3 flight of stairs, then you used to have chest pain. But now it is like 1 flight of stairs, you are having chest pain, means your symptoms has worsened and your capacity has decreased. So it is called unstable angina. That is also a heart attack, but that is a minor heart attack. And then there is midway, which is called NSTEMI. That is like your test for your heart attack that is also positive. There is one test, TROP-T, which is called, that is positive, means that is NSTEMI. Third is the major heart attack, which is like your heart. What is a heart attack? Okay, like heart has 3 arteries. 3 arteries means which supply blood to your heart. If one of them is totally blocked means like 100% blocked, means the part which it is supplying, that is not getting any blood
Passage.
Any blood. So mean if you will not take action, so it will die.
That part will die. Blood is carrying oxygen to that.
Oxygen, all nutrients. So you imagine like एक पौधा है पानी का, उसको पानी देना बंद कर दो,
Definitely
die. So that's why time is critical. So like अगर अभी पौधे को तुम मान लो 2 दिन बाद, if you will go to doctor or if you will give water to that plant, it will not
die.
It will die, it will not survive. Now the same thing is with the heart. If there is a heart attack, 100% block it in your vessel, and like that part, if you not take the patient, urgently to a hospital, and the blood supply is not restored, then that part of heart will be dead, and that will have further complication. And if that vessel is major vessel means like major vessel is blocked, then your heart will stop, and sudden death can be there. And there are some complications of heart attack, like rhythm में abnormality होना, वो सब होके that can lead to sudden cardiac deaths. So these are like these happen with very severe heart attack, which is called STEMI, जहाँ नस बिल्कुल ब्लॉक होती है हार्ट की. अच्छा, अभी now I like to tell you symptoms. What are the symptoms? So symptoms are like, you don't, so chest pain can be anywhere, okay, like left side. कुछ पेशेंट आते कहते कि हमें तो राइट साइड दर्द हो रहा है, नहीं, लेफ्ट साइड, राइट साइड, लेफ्ट आर्म, राइट आर्म, फ्रॉम योर like umbilicus means this what do you call it, belly button to till jaw, it can radiate. Okay,
if you are having pain
pain
in this region,
that can be symptoms of heart attack.
anticipated as
then any pain which is associated with sweating हो गया, घबराहट होना, चक्कर आना, पसीने आना, ये सब सारे symptoms किस चीज़ के, हार्ट अटैक के. एंड डोंट से कि राइट साइड हुआ तो मुझे नहीं, राइट साइड, राइट हैंड, लेफ्ट हैंड, टिल योर umbilicus, टिल योर jaw, these all are symptoms, these all are heart attacks. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, एंड कुछ पेशेंट होता है डायबिटिक, उनमें विच इज़ कॉल्ड एंजाइना इक्विवेलेंट. एंजाइना इक्विवेलेंट मीन्स उनको कुछ अलग ही होंगे सिम्टम्स, लाइक दे डिडंट ओनली हैड लाइक शॉर्टनेस ऑफ ब्रेथ, लाइक सब सांस फूलेगा उनको. सो व्हेन यू आर हैविंग एनी रिस्क फैक्टर्स लाइक डायबिटीज़ है, बीपी है, एज है, ओबेसिटी है, यू आर मेल जेंडर, मोर देन 45, देन यू आर एट रिस्क फॉर heart attack. So always don't ignore your symptoms. If you have any symptoms, when you're associated with, mainly it is that heart attack pain is like heaviness, like impending doom you feel. This is how the chest pain is described for heart attack. So if such things are there, then you should urgently, and if it will need urgent medical care, जितना जल्दी हो सके आप ऐसे equipped hospital में जाएं जहाँ आप जा सकें. और if you are saying like first aid, see, first aid, so you can't do much, but you can keep your aspirin. Aspirin you can keep. You can give 300 mg of aspirin at that time. But that will be, if it is minor heart attack, then it's fine. But for major heart attack, you will have to go to hospital. You can just give aspirin, but I don't think you can do much.
Okay. That means hospital is the only remedy.
For bigger heart attack, which are related to like maybe deaths, complications,
and
you have to take the patient to hospital.
And how much is the time, if a person is having heart attack, so how much time he has in his hand? Suppose that I am heart attack at place A, but hospital is like 3 hours away from that place. So what should I do?
Like people say better late than never. Okay. सो लाइक ऐसा नहीं है कि टाइम मिस हो गया तो नहीं जा सकते आप, बट बेस्ट इज़ लाइक विद इन 6 hours ऑफ योर सिम्टम्स 50% of your that area of heart that is dead.
Okay.
So better if you reach by as soon as possible. But 6 hours is like for 50% deaths, but still 50% is left. So 12 hours is also sufficient. But even if you reach by 48 hours also, then also fine. Even you reach later also, then also it's fine. But earlier is the best. We say a term is like time is muscle in cardiology. Time is muscle मतलब जितना टाइम आप बचाएंगे उतने मसल को बचाएंगे. मसल मीन्स हार्ट के मसल्स को बचाएंगे. सो दैट्स वाई इट्स लाइक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि जितना जल्दी आप ले जाएं पेशेंट्स को हॉस्पिटल उतना बेटर है.
Dr. Saab, this is, I think, now I just want to ask a question. We just talked about the heart attack. Now I want to ask something about the people who are having this, stunt implanted in their heart. So what kind of precaution they should take?
So stent is not the treatment. Stent is just like सड़क में पत्थर पड़ा है, पत्थर हटा दिया हमने, ठीक है. स्टेंट विल नॉट ट्रीट यू, स्टेंट विल नॉट रिमूव, लाइक विल डिक्रीज योर कॉम्प्लिकेशन. इफ़ यू स्टेंट अगर डालना है या नहीं, स्टेंट पुटिंग स्टेंट इज कॉल्ड एंजियोप्लास्टी, ठीक है. एंजियोप्लास्टी इज़ नॉट द क्योर, लाइक, ठीक है. इट इज़ जस्ट कोई 80% ब्लॉकेज या 90% ब्लॉकेज है तो उसको हमने जाके खोल दिया अभी. बट योर बॉडी इज सेम, योर रिस्क फैक्टर इज सेम, एवरीथिंग इज सेम, वाई इट विल नॉट बी ब्लॉक्ड अगेन, है ना. सो यू विल हैव टू टेक मेडिसिन्स, यू विल हैव टू कीप योर ब्लड प्रेशर, शुगर्स, and all your weight under check, and you will have to take dietary precautions, and you will have स्टिक टू मेडिसिन वेरी वेरी स्ट्रिक्टली. मतलब खाना लाइक पेशेंट्स बोलते हैं कि दवाई ज़िंदगी भर खानी पड़ेगी. ठीक, इवन वी ड्रिंक वाटर है ना फुल लाइफ, वी ईट. सो आई डोंट थिंक कि ये सब सोचना चाहिए. इस एटीट्यूड से जाएंगे तो इट विल ऑलवेज बी अ बर्डन टू टेक मेडिसिन फॉर यू. सो ऑलवेज लाइक यू नो स्टेंट से कोई ट्रीटमेंट, इट इज़ नॉट लाइक 100% if stent is put or not, if you undergo angioplasty or not, your medicine will be same. For me, after stenting, maybe for 1 year, medicine will be little bit higher, but it prevents your heart attacks later. लाइक एक जो वेसल बंद हो गई है उसमें मान लो 80% है, वहाँ कोई क्लॉट बैठ जाता है, देयर आर हायर चांसेस कि वो 100% बंद हो जाए. ठीक है, बिकॉज वो कोलेस्ट्रॉल जमा हुआ है वहाँ, कभी भी क्लॉट जाके जम सकता है और 100% ब्लॉक होकर फिर से आपको हार्ट अटैक आ जाता है. तो इट प्रिवेंट्स दैट stenting, but it will not, you will have to take your medicine, you will have to keep your risk factors in check, then only your treatment will be successful.
Thank you, Dr. Saab. Thank you for this enlightening session, and I think we through you we came to know a lot much about our heart. And I'll say that as it is prophesied by the Dr. Saab ने जैसे कहा ही है कि हम तो diabetic capital already हैं, and diabetes is very much related to the heart attack. So I think we must take certain precautions with respect to our heart health. We should avoid the deep fried food, the banaspati, the refined oil, and we should develop a habit of regular physical exercise. Thank you, Dr. Thank you very much.